fog of madness. The fog came with the dawn. It didn't roll in, it manifested. One moment the horizon was clear, the next a wall of solid white, cold and damp, swallowed the world. It wasn't natural. It deadened all sound, muffling the creak of the ship and the lap of water to a ghostly whisper. The Crimson Revenge, just a cable's length away, vanished as if it had never been. We were blind. I ordered the ship's bell rung slow and steady, a mournful clang to keep Vance from blundering into us in the gloom. A minute later, his own bell answered, off to port. Then, a few heartbeats after that, a third bell. Clearer, sharper, more metallic. It had the authoritative, rhythmic toll of a warship. Thorne, bones breathed beside me, his hand dropping to his cutlass. That's a Navy bell, a ship of the line. Captain Josiah Thorne was in the fog with us. The game board had just gotten catastrophically crowded. Men lined the rails, peering into the featureless white, weapons glinting with condensation. The silence was worse than any noise. Then we heard it, the singing. It started as the faintest thread of sound, woven into the fabric of the fog itself. Wordless, beautiful, and heart-wrenchingly sad. It promised warmth, safety, home, an end to all fear and want. It seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere. I saw a Sailor Peters, a good man, lower his musket, a dreamy, vacant smile spreading across his face. He took a step toward the rail, toward the water and the song. "Peters, snap out of it," I roared, my voice strangely flat in the muffled air. He jerked, blinking, the smile replaced by dawning horror as he realized what he was doing. "It's the gold," Finnegan said, his voice surprisingly steady. He held the emerald aloft. Its green light, usually contained, now cut a tangible swath through the fog, pushing it back several feet around him. Where the light fell, the singing became faint, a distant and pathetic echo. The song calls to the greed in men's hearts. The eye wards it. Look to the light. All of you, focus on the stone. It was a bizarre sight. 24 hardened pirates huddling around an old man and a glowing rock, like children terrified of the dark. The seductive melody clawed at the edges of my mind, promising rest, promising an end to this impossible chase. I shook my head, gripping the wheel until my knuckles ached. Then, new sounds ruptured the eerie calm. A scream human, raw, from the direction of the Revenge. It was cut short. Then the thunderous boom of a single cannon, its roar swallowed by the fog. The clash of steel. A fight. Vance was under attack by Thorne, or had something else in the fog, answered the song. "Do we help him?" Swift Mary asked, her face pale. "Help him how?" Bones snarled. "We can't see our own bowsprit. We'd be firing blind, likely into each other. Hard to starboard." I ordered, slow and steady. "We get out of this fog. That's our only play." As we began our agonizingly slow turn, a shape materialized out of the whiteness to port. A vast, dark wall of wood. 3 distinct gun decks. The yellow ochre stripes of a Royal Navy third-rate ship of the line. The HMS Retribution. She was so close I could see the barnacles on her waterline and the grim faces of the marine sentries on her deck. They stared blankly ahead, seeing nothing. Her massive carved figurehead, a vengeful angel wielding a sword, seemed to glare right through us. She glided past, silent as a phantom, her sails barely filled, heading directly toward the sounds of combat from the Revenge. She didn't hail us, didn't fire. We were beneath her notice, or she had bigger prey. We held our breath until the monstrous ship was reabsorbed by the white void. An eternity later, the fog began to thin as suddenly as it had appeared. Sunlight stabbed through, warm and shocking. The singing stopped. The HMS Retribution was gone. gone. The Crimson Revenge was still afloat, but a thin column of smoke rose from her foredeck. She listed slightly. No flags flew. No one moved on her decks. She drifted, a silent, wounded beast. What in the name of all that's holy happened over there? Bones whispered, the question hanging in the suddenly clear air. I had no answer, but our temporary, treacherous alliance was over. Vance was either dead, captured, or broken, and Josiah Thorne was no longer a rumor or a threat on the horizon. He was here, in the heart of the silent sea, and he had just made his first move. The race was no longer just about gold. It was about survival. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more adventures.